Nothing like taking a break and having somebody bring you a nice little sandwich. Look at that fancy looking thing. Hey buddy, welcome back. Back on the 46. We do have a plan. Got lots of suggestions and comments after the last video, but final decision was the saw blade for the bottom of the bumper here. So we're gonna throw that on there today. Got it clamped on there with some vice grips right now. Did get an awesome suggestion from Hardcore Fab that we put some hinges on there just so it can kind of flap in the breeze. And we're really not going to have any clearance at all once we're setting on the ground. So that'll be good so we don't tear the tines off of that. So plan for today is going to be put some hinges on there. The votes were to take the handles off, and basically we're going to put those around the edge of those bed stakes that we created. So let me get the camera in here, kind of show you a little more up close what the plan is going to be for this evening. All right, so here you go. Again, just kind of clamped on here along the bottom of where the quote bumper is going to be. So we're gonna weld some hinges onto that and then secure it to the saw blade here. And then the edges here, we're gonna take the handles off and we're gonna fold that 90 degrees so that kind of goes around the bed stake there on both sides. That way, you know, we got like, I don't know, 2 inches of ground clearance. So when we're going down the road, that might be tinkling behind us. But anyways, I think that's a cool addition. I think it looks pretty awesome there. So let's get some work done putting the hinges on. All right, so first things first, we got to get the handles off. Don't mind Jamie, she's over there playing a video game we got for Christmas, my birthday. What was it? Birthday. So thanks, Pacing Back. Anyways, we got to get these off of there. There's a rivet through this handle and then this bolt. I already soaked it in some PB Blaster. I'm going to cut the head of the rivet off, punch that out, and then see if we can twist this out of there. And then I will take it off of there. I'll put a score line here with the grinder. Then we're going to bend that around the side of the bed stake here, just so it's kind of wrapped around. I don't know, kind of a cool feature. So anyways, first things first, I'm going to take these things off of there. All right, so on the fly executive decision was made. After those were cut off, there's really not much sticking out there. I kind of like it the way it is, so we're probably gonna leave those things on the edges. And I'm just gonna clean these areas off here, and I'm gonna clean that up so I can weld those on. I just got some cheap hinges from the hardware store, nothing fancy. I'm just gonna grind off the paint here, grind off some rust, and we're gonna tack those hinges on. All right, so again, nothing fancy, just these little hinges like this, super cheap. We're just gonna place them on there like that. A couple tack welds, maybe I'll just plug weld the screw holes here. So we'll tack those on there first, make sure that everything's good. And then, quite honestly, this project's gonna be a pretty short one. Then maybe I can finally get that transmission out of there. All right, well, at first I had my, I don't know, it bumped into the welder or something. The wire speed was way off, so I got some pretty ugly tacks at first before I realized that. So anyways, take the clamps off. See what we got going on here. This one looks like it needs to go, oh. Yeah, it needs to look like it goes in a little bit because those tack welds didn't hold at all. All right, that one did. All right, so anyways, let's proof of concept here. Well, if your tack welds don't help or don't hold, doesn't help. Whatever. All right, so let's just hold that there. That's kind of the, yeah, that'll do. A little bit of flappy while we go down the road. If we hit a bump, it'll pop up like that. I like it. So anyways, grind that off, fix my crappy welds over here, and call the win, I think. All right, so another modification. I realized when I did it before, I had the saw pushed all the way up against there and it was binding on the hinge. So cut those entirely off and we're gonna be putting them back on. And I don't know, I eyeballed a gap of maybe 1/16 of an inch there just so it doesn't bind, but it can, you know, do the rotation thing a little bit better. So let's do that again. All right, well, got that finished up, cleaned it up. I used the wire wheel on it and hit it with a little bit of WD-40, ground up my welds there. It was pretty nasty on the backside too, so anyways, hit it with the wire wheel, sprayed it with WD-40. I think it's cool. I think it'll be a cool concept thing. I've never seen anything like that, I don't think, so thanks, Hardcore. That was a killer idea. So I think that'll do for Thursday night. Anyways, probably this weekend, I think I'll take the transmission out. I went back and forth about pulling the entire drivetrain, but then I'd have to get the Chevelle over here, take that out, take this out. It's more work. I got a decent deal quote from a guy to do a rebuild with a shift kit and a torque converter. So I'm just gonna do that. But anyways, for Thursday night, I'm calling it, and we'll get back out here this weekend. So hopefully I can, you know, get you a video for Friday, Saturday night. Who knows? All right, later.